Morning from the AT. Welcome back. It's been a while. Today is day 126 and I'm at mile 1050 plus or minus. So I'm standing in the great state of Maryland right now. So I've done Virginia and West Virginia. Maryland is only about 41 miles of trail. And then I crossed the Mason-Dixon line into Pennsylvania. That's about 300 miles, so it'll take me about a month to get through Pennsylvania. Then into New Jersey from there. So, almost halfway. Tomorrow I'll be at the halfway point. And Maryland is really nice. You can see the trail here. This is the easiest state by far. It's too bad it's only 40 miles. So it's only like 3 nights here in Maryland, or so, 2 or 3. So I finished, I finished Georgia, North Carolina, and Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia. I finished 5 states, and I'm in Maryland now. So I got to finish Maryland, Pennsylvania, into New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and then Maine. So I got 9 more. So I finished 5, I got 9 more to go. That's the 14 states. I missed one of those states when I crossed into Virginia last month, a couple months ago. I couldn't remember one state, so I got them this time. Had some time to think about it. So it is the 5th of May. It's a Thursday, and I'm heading into Smithsburg, Maryland for a mail drop. And this town is only about a mile and a half off the trail. So I'm just gonna walk into the post office, pick up my mail drop, thank you, Yobo, and pack up my bag and just head back onto the trail. Probably stop in at, I think there's a Subway there, maybe a McDonald's. Or I'll just sit there for an hour and charge my battery while having a cup of coffee or something. So that's really the only thing I need in this town is my mail drop and some electricity to charge my phone. So I finished 4 complete months. So I'm pretty much on schedule. So January I had 7 miles per day in that month. Bumped it up to 8 miles in February. March I did 9 miles a day. And last month I did just over 300 miles. So for that 30 days it was just over 10 miles a day, average. So that figures all the time that I take off. So I'm right on schedule, and I'm feeling good, especially on trails like this. So yesterday I actually did 14 and a half miles, felt pretty good. Woke up this morning, I felt good. So that's my indicator of if I'm going too hard, is how I feel in the morning. Because I usually always feel a little stiff and a little sore at the end of the day. But if I'm not sore in the morning the next day, then I figure I did okay. So I stretch a lot, still take my vitamins and all my superfood smoothies and all my fresh dehydrated fruit. Thanks, Yobo, for taking care of me on that front. So I'm eating good, getting lots of exercise, stretching. I'm really loose in the morning still, so I feel pretty good. Probably try to bump this section up here. Try to do 11 miles a day. The terrain is really flat and really nice here in Maryland, but Pennsylvania is a little different. I'll be in Pennsylvania tomorrow. And the first part of Pennsylvania is, I think it's kind of like this, but it gets really rocky on the other side, so I don't know if I can handle doing 14, 15-mile days in those rocks. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna at least shoot for 10 miles on average per day, through the whole month. And that'll keep me on track if I can keep 10 miles a day. And then I plan on doing 9 miles a day average through the month that I'm going through the White Mountains, because that's going to be hard. And then I'll finish up at the end of August. So right on schedule, sort of. We're doing good. The trail up here is a lot different than down south. As soon as I left Shenandoah, which seemed like a long time ago, Shenandoah was a beautiful national park. Wildlife, I saw a bear, lots of deer, just so many birds, and it was just starting to get green. As soon as I left Shenandoah State Park, or National Park, it's like everything changed. I was like right I was due west of Washington, D.C., and it was like the terrain changed, the forest changed. I heard lots of planes flying over. It's like a whole different world. And so up on this part so far, and I think it's going to be this way all the way for a while, there's so many towns, and every day I cross busy roads, and it's just more populous up here compared to the mountains of North Carolina. So definitely different. Maryland has a policy of no camping outside shelters or campsites. There's one campsite that I stayed at last night. So you're not supposed to camp off trail, but that's what I do, is camp off trail. But I'm not saying I did camp off trail in Maryland, but hypothetically, if I did camp off trail in Maryland, I'm always really careful no matter where I camp. I'm low impact. I never leave trash. I leave the site the way it was when I got there. I never start a fire unless I'm at a campsite or a shelter. So that means I haven't had a fire for a few weeks, because there's a lot of hikers on the trail now. And I'm at a point where I'm almost halfway. So there's a lot of hikers that are flip-flopping. They start halfway and go north, and when they finish that half, they come back down here and head south. So there's a lot of hikers going back and forth. It's a very populous area, so there's a lot of day hikers, even in the rain. It's been raining, seems like, for a couple weeks. My shoes have not been dry for a long time. And we have more rain coming this afternoon, and lots of rain coming tomorrow. But I got some good rain gear. Got some Gore-Tex top, pants, my Gore-Tex socks, so I'm covered head to toe with Gore-Tex. I'm fine with walking in the rain. I set up my camp in the rain. I break it down in the rain. And the good part is my clothes are mostly staying dry, but my sleeping clothes are absolutely dry. They're clean, they're dry, they smell good. My down is all dry. I have a pack cover I put over my backpack when it rains, and then I have a trash bag inside my pack, and then all my important stuff, down and sleeping clothes, are in individual dry bags. So I'm okay in the rain. And actually, it's kind of nice because like today, between the rain, it's cloudy, it's cool. Today was 45 when I woke up. It's perfect hiking weather. So, I'm gonna miss Maryland. So that's my update from the AT. See, I'm gonna do this probably once a week or so. These videos were killing my data on my phone. For some reason, it switches over to 4G, and I got a hellacious phone bill last month. So that's why I'm just doing these once in a while. Have one video on my phone at a time. Upload it when I get into town. Delete it off my phone so it doesn't cost me. Anyway, going in town to get my mail drop. Thanks, Yobo. Sarang Hey.